texting formula with my frustrated guy friends. A lot of them said to me, using text messages to get my wife into bed, no freaking way that would work for me. And if you're like a lot of married guys, you might have fallen for the dangerous myth that says your wife just isn't that into sex anymore, that having a crappy sex life is just part of being married, that you've tried everything without any success. Or you might think if you ever had the balls to send your wife a dirty text message like some horny teenager, you'd end up sleeping on the couch and choking down leftovers for a week. That's a really common response from men. In fact, a lot of guys who I first talked to about this say that. Now, let me tell you why it's 100% not true and why your wife is desperately waiting for you to use this stuff to take control. To do that, first we need to debunk a common and dangerous myth about your wife's sex drive and show you why it's probably a lot higher than you think it is, and is actually a lot higher than she thinks it is too. Fact. As guys, we hit our sexual peak where we're our most virile and most easily turned on around age 17, which is why teenage boys walk around with permanent hard-ons and get excited at the touch of a passing breeze. But women don't hit their sexual peak until they're in their 30s. It sounds incredible, but your average 35-year-old woman really is as ridiculously horny and sex-obsessed as a 15-year-old boy who just discovered dad's hidden stack of Playboys. Unlike teenage boys, though, women are a lot better at hiding just how amped up they actually are. What this means is that your wife, if she's in her late 20s, 30s, 40s, or even 50s, is secretly a sexual live wire just waiting to be set loose. If you know how to flip the switch and give her permission to act. Okay, so if your wife is actually secretly horny and subconsciously wants sex even more than you do, why isn't she jumping your bones every time you stumble home after a hard day at work? That's a really good question. And here's the really good answer. In order for your wife to actually act on her secret sex drive that I swear is driving her crazy, she needs 3 things. First, your wife needs you to wake up her desire by drawing her attention to it in a way she's hardwired to respond to. This goes down to the use it or lose it idea. A lot of women, because they're not given the right kind of stuff every day, kind of sublimate their sex drive. So we're going to teach you how to wake it up. Second, you need to give her permission to act on her sexual impulses without fear of being judged or feeling like a slut. As her husband, you've actually got a huge advantage here over us single guys. And third, you need to make her feel truly, undeniably sexy so she can get over any body issues and come after you for what she wants. Really, Maxim ruins everything and makes a lot of women who are really beautiful and sexy feel like they don't measure up. So how do you do all of that? Well, you do it by understanding a fundamental truth about women that changed my life and the lives of every guy I've shared this with so far. As guys, we're genetically programmed to respond to what we see. That's why all guys really like porn while a lot of women hate it. Show your average straight guy a picture of a hot woman in a bikini, a cheerleader doing the splits, or pretty much anything that vaguely resembles a breast, and we'll go from 0 to hump-o-matic in just a couple of seconds. See what I mean? Guys are so easy. But women are, different, and you can't treat them like guys and expect the same response. Yeah, I know that's not really news to you, but a lot of guys get this really wrong. Unlike us guys, women are not that turned on by what they see. Instead, your wife's brain is pre-programmed and evolved to shift into hot and heavy overdrive by what she feels and what she imagines. Those are both really important words. Your wife's biggest erogenous zone is her mind. And the easiest way to stroke that erogenous zone and get her secret, ravenous sex drive to come out to play, it isn't through pictures, lavish dinners, or expensive gifts. Those might make her feel grateful, but they won't turn her on. Nope, the way to get your wife to actually want you and throw you down on the bed for a heavy session of honeymoon sex is with mind-tickling stories, sexy situations, and sexy language. Need some proof? Let's just compare guy porn, otherwise known as porn, with women porn, otherwise known as corset-ripping movies, dirty stories in Cosmo, and romance novels with ridiculously buff Fabio clones on the cover. Have you ever actually read a romance